As Batman and Arrow fought the Justice League, we meanwhile see the Suicide Squad burst into a warehouse, telling their targets not to move. Despite their fearsome entrance, it was all for naught, as they were too late and everyone in the compound was already mysteriously dead, or at least as it seemed. As the squad investigated, we go back to the superhero brawl as the vampire Wonder Woman tells Bruce to turn himself in for the Flash's murder, a crime he did not commit. Wishing to stop this madness, Superman intervened, telling Batman that he could get him the help he needed. Not taking his chances and believing if Clark was infected or not, Bruce enacted one of his wildest contingencies yet, which was a kryptonite gas pill hidden behind his teeth, where he then blew his specialized stank breath all over Clark, instantly weakening him. Taking immediate advantage of this opening, Batman then knocked the Man of Steel out with one punch, eliminating the biggest threat temporarily from this battle. Back at Task Force X, we see the Suicide Squad investigating the bodies of their targets, all whom have had the blood drained from their bodies. With their main mission objective being revealed to have been the Joker, Deadshot was a tad concerned concerning that signs pointed to the Clown Prince of Crime now being an immortal blood-sucking maniac. Requesting more intel and special vampire killing weapons from Amanda Waller, the woman told the team that their mission remained as is, and the objective was to capture their target. Being somewhat excited at this spooky change of plans, an eager Black Spider expressed the joy of killing a vampire, where suddenly King Shark got a little too close for comfort and ripped the poor man to shreds, revealing himself to be a vampire shark. Honestly, that may be the coolest thing I have ever heard. Shocked to see what was going on, Deadshot called the team to form up and attack their former ally, only to see that the likes of Savant and Parasite had secretly been infected as well. With Superman incapacitated, Cyborg stepped in to stop the carnage. Telling Bruce he knew of his blood infection, Vic urged him to come with them so he could be cured. Batman then told Cyborg that there was no cure, with the ever-hopeful Victor still telling the man to come along, as Barry's death was not his fault. Bruce then dropped the bombshell we've all been waiting for, that it was Green Lantern who killed Flash, who of course denied these claims, with Batman saying that he was not sure who else was infected, but urged whoever wasn't, that they were on the wrong side of justice. He then revealed to Cyborg that he had the evidence of everything on his computer, where he urged the man to check for himself. Surprisingly quite civil and willing to listen to reason during this, Cyborg entertained Batman and went to check the files, where of course it was all a double cross by the mistrusting Bruce, who fried the dude with the computer, resulting in complete darkness in the entire city. I mean, yeah, on the surface that sounds cool and all, but was that really smart to try and get the upper hand on vampires by putting them in total darkness? Don't they thrive in that? Anyways, moving on. Like always, there was a method to Batman's madness, as the Bat family noticed the power surge, where they sourced it to the cave and headed there, knowing Bruce may be in danger. Back at the Batcave, we see Green Lantern, armed with a lantern, looking for the Dark Knight in the pitch blackness. He then located Batman, who was awkwardly and rather hilariously hiding behind a stack of boxes, where out of nowhere he activated his trap card, which was a powerful burst of yellow powder, which filled the entire cave. Utterly confused at what was going on, Arrow asked just what this stuff was, where Batman gave him the lowdown that it was a custom-made chemical compound that was made to neutralize his powers, which Arrow promptly responded that he felt like it would give him cancer. Seeing that yet another major threat was weakened, Ollie struck the dude in the shoulder and prepped for a killing blow, only for the arrow to be caught by Martian Manhunter. Knowing this would happen, Ollie then activated his trap card, where we see this arrow was flammable and ignited the alien's hand. Out of the shadows, we see Bruce swinging a group of flaming batarangs on a string, where he backed Manhunter into one of the Justice League teleporters. Knowing that the monsters could not turn him due to his Martian DNA, Bruce told John to find them once he knew the truth. He then teleported the dude away and smashed the controls so he could not return. Task Force X had their hands full of undead of their own as we see them battling their fellow infected members. Harley Quinn is able to take out a vampire savant, where we see Batgirl burst from the ceiling offering her aid. With several League members down, Batman and Ollie were still faced with a very powerful infected Diana. Blocking every strike they threw at her, Wonder Woman urged Bruce to join them, where he would of course refuse. Admitting this would be a shame, for he would have been an amazing vampire, she went in for the kill, where Batman would break out the holy water and pour it on the woman, burning her face as if it were made of acid. Witnessing this whole thing, a wounded Hawkgirl would see for herself that Batman was not lying and that Diana was indeed a creature of the night. Not wanting the truth to get out, Wonder Woman grabbed Hawkgirl and went to infect her with the vampire virus. Battered and bloody, Oliver helped Bruce up, where he, armed with a stake, would charge at Diana to try and end this, only for the stake to break off her indestructible chest. She would then counter by breaking Batman's arm and go in to snap his neck, only for Damian Wayne to come in on his motorcycle and slam the Amazon in the back, sending her flying into the wall, where Ollie would then fire an explosive arrow, taking her out of the action for a short time. Robin would then help his mortally wounded father to the Batmobile, where they would drive to safety. With his last moments of consciousness, Bruce would activate the self-destruct mechanism in Wayne Manor, blowing up the entire facility with the League members inside. The likes of Green Lantern and Wonder Woman would survive though, where they found Superman still wounded from Bruce's attack from before. Turning their vampiric gaze on him, the pair went to infect the Man of Steel, adding the most powerful man on Earth to their undead army.